Good evening, everyone. It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks. Doing good.
It's a
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to punch a stupid void dragon and a stupid void dragon face and a stupid void dragon lair on the goddamn moon.
Let's go! If there is even a stupid void dragon at the top, we shall see.
Let's do it!
I don't think we will. Mm-hmm. Indeed. We do indeed. This time, actually. Last time on The Cairne Legacy and Sigil Confidential. The remaining crew made their way to the final citadel, Volries. They found themselves face to face with an ever-shifting labyrinth, with temperatures on the dark side of the Mother's Head moon dropping to dangerous levels. Soon after entering, they got a preview of the dangers that awaited them when they came face to face with an eldritch horror. An unsuccessful attempt to sneak past it led them into battle, where Az nearly took it down in a flurry of attacks. The labyrinth showed paintings of the pre-blight Volristad, and a frost-bound relic they stumbled on contained an artifact that protected them from the cold. After accidentally triggering a trap that blasted them with frostfire, a Voidwalker abomination stood in their path. Battered and bruised, the crew couldn't afford to fight, but Genesis's master maneuvering saw her use psychic manipulation to inform the creature that they weren't a threat and make it step aside. A memorial to all who passed in the labyrinth and a corridor of tears made the atmosphere inside dour, but they were getting ever closer to their goal. A friendly face gave the crew much needed hope as they reunited with the Sigil crew's beloved food dog, Pohan. They weren't safe in the room, however, as an abyssal tyrant prevented their passage. A battle of wits between it and Jimmy had the tyrant send everyone closer to their goal. In a stroke of luck, the crew avoided stepping on a trap that covered a significant portion of the room. After some trepidation from the Cairne natives, they used magic to all assume gaseous forms and flew speedily to the spire at the center of the labyrinth, which was their final destination. They gave the door a secret, and one by one, they stepped inside of the spire. On this final leg of their journey, what awaits them at the top of the spire? Will they find the truth they've been seeking, or will new mysteries emerge from the shadows? Find out starting now on the Cairne Legacy Destiny Summit.
Untrustworthy?
Incredulous.
I was just trying to figure out what the word with 4 syllables means.
That's what that means.
I thank you for being so parsimonious.
Yeah, you could have been a little bit, less aggressive with the syllables.
says that, names one of his races as Shawnakesians.
I mean, I guess I get what you're trying to say. Like, don't use a word with 4 syllables when one with 2 will do. But there's no substitution synonym for the name of a race, so.
Oh, I was just referring to church saying incredulous. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
I wasn't speaking to Prince. Awesome intro. I was going incredulous.
Mm.
Nice.
Oh, good, you guys figured the door out too.
Yep.
Mm, mm.
Bold of you to assume I had one in the first place. Istu would love to give Uki back this thick winter coat. Now that we're settling into this tower, our pace is slowing down, so they just kind of walk over and hold the jacket, sort of the coat open so that Uki can put her sleeves into it if she wants to, or just grab the collar and put it on like one sleeve at a time. I don't know if you have a preference.
Oh,
Thanks for letting me borrow this.
oh, no worries, no worries. I trust that it kept you nice and warm.
Definitely. And thank you for tolerating our shenanigans with the ghostly thing. I hope that wasn't too jarring for you.
Oh, I must say, despite the years of experience on the battlefield and trudging through all different countrysides and stuff, and also, I'm often very good at knowing my enemy. When it comes to this magic, it is still something that I defer to others, or whatever this word is that you would use, I suppose, for the otherworldly. So I appreciate having others in this group who are formidable enough to help me show patience in those times.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope we were able to like answer all your questions and stuff about it before we went through with it. I hope we weren't rushing too much.
Well, if there's one thing I've learned is, you know, there's various causes. I know it's always important to assess the situation, assess your enemy. But I also know that with this group that I've traveled with for all this time now, I've learned a significant amount, and I've seen things that have touched me to my core that I never thought. Think and I've lost loved ones who were like family, and I can't talk about
Istu, Istu gets an expression on their face almost like they're constipated and tries to say something but fails miserably. Um, Genesis looks over at Istu and is like, "Are you okay? Do you need some help?" And Istu's like, "Don't it. I'm not good with the feelings. I don't. Um, mm, yeah, you deal with this. You deal with this." um, so they're
it.
yeah. I don't. You can tell that you mentioning the people that you've lost reminds Istu of Rat, and they kind of feel that sort of first ping of empathy, like, wow, I know what that's like. I know how that feels. I've been through that. I know I can understand how that would really change your perspective in a lot of ways. And noticing that empathy being completely unnatural to what a Yuan-Ti would feel is kind of alarming in a way. So they're like, nope, no, no.
Well, as a hyper setting, I know how to armor and guard myself. But what I didn't expect was what would pierce my heart and my soul to see those that I loved and lost, and that she just falls silent. He's thinking of Chile.
Genesis would offer you a hug. You'll have it.
Uki takes a big sigh and just goes, I'll take it. I'm quite, gets quite weary at times. Physical weariness, no problem, but sometimes, all this thinking and feeling, it hurts. So she takes the hug, kind of, a little rigid, but but not pushing back, not pushing away. Me.
Oh, geez. Hello. Fair enough. Um, you know, I don't know if you really have an interest in magic yourself. Um, maybe not. Um, but if you ever kind of wanted to just come over when we're talking about stuff and chime in with ideas or like ask questions, um, we would love to have you over there, or the magic-y folks would, you know.
Well, thank you, for that offer. It is, often I have come to learn that I've been isolated for so long, and now I have been isolated and away from my own family, and now I've been with several people here, and consider them family, even though some may be parted from us. She thinks about Kaz, because we don't know where Kaz. and 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 so no, I appreciate the having comrades and having feeling that I am part of a greater unit and cause, because we are all equal beneath the blade.
Yeah, and you have like a natural affinity for it too, the way you handle pitch and the Everheart. Um, I don't know.
Emberlock rifle.
Emberlock?
Oh, yeah,
Emberlock.
Emperor.
I would know that. That I just yeah, brain. Um,
Well, and I appreciate that recognition, your recognition of that, because it is that I'm very used to handling, you know, weapons of such heft.
mhm.
And there's something about, I will say, there's something about this extra, this oomph to these weapons that really just, I find it quite empowering, and sometimes maybe a little too, get a little too, you know, let's just say do have a little concern about little paint from the pitch, which I keep close on my body all the time, behind my back, on my back. And I can
Hmm.
feel, but it to me it fascinates. Why is it in certain situations it starts to warm up? And in a way, it's actually helping me. I feel that it helps me sometimes to know there may be trouble that I may not see with my keen eye.
Hmm.
It seems to know something's up sometimes. Never really talked about that. I just kind of felt like, there's my intuition, there's my observation, and then I have this other start, sometimes weapon on my back.
Yeah, you have a natural affinity for it. It's really great to see. Um, it makes the scaly one over there get what you might call emotional, thinking about the similarities between yourself and Rat, and the way that that sort of artificing manipulation of magic can benefit, can not really benefit, but um, sort of add on to accentuate, you know, an already natural ability. So you
Well,
could do stuff like that.
I won't go into the details because I don't want to upset anyone here, but I can say I have learned that wielding such a weapon does come great responsibility with it, because we
Mm-hmm.
had a nearly misfortune with, a member of our party on the Orti because of another weapon that came in our possession at that time, dagger. And to
Mm.
me, to keep pitch was a major. That was a really, I realized that there was a lot of responsibility to take this weapon and to carry it. And I've been, very careful, as with any of my weapons, to ensure that I keep it clean, that I protect it, and I also know not to misuse it, because I do know that there can be power beyond that can influence, um, the bearer of weapons.
As Saoirse hears Uki recant the tale of the stiletto on the Ortiz, she just kind of hangs her head and looks down at the ground, very sad.
Uh, Genesis sort of looks away as you mention the cost of magic items, thinking about that stiletto, and kind of.
She very deliberately doesn't, tries not to like actually state like what exactly I didn't name the weapon and I didn't say stiletto on purpose.
I I think
But
that I
obviously,
think I think that Genesis would have a number of magical items that have negative counterbalances to call forth upon this moment. Not necessarily just the stiletto, but also other things. Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we could go there. Yeah.
But well, and
Yeah.
and I think and it's just and I'm actually speaking and try to keep my voice low and say, it is that, you know in a way, I was fortunate. Um, it makes me odd to say I was fortunate to have been there to observe that,
Mhm.
because then it helped. It it helped me in making that decision about whether I should pitch and to be careful with it. And because of that, had I not had I not been with the party that I was with and came across that, for all I know, I could have loaded it up with regular buckshot and I may not beat her. I don't know. My understanding from what's been told to me is that there's danger in using regular ammunition. So had I not been with this party and come across pitch, I may not be here myself. So I can, there's no blame or in Nuki's mind, no blame or concern over what happened with the stiletto because she observed it. And yeah, it's I think obviously that's dangerous, but pitch being used improperly can take out an entire party,
True.
my belief.
True, and I'll probably be the first to fall.
Hey, well, I
Yeah.
have a little. Do I have a shovel in with me? The coal shovel. Yeah, that's how I stopped. I stopped the attack. Is I pulled the shovel from the coal that was being shoveled in that we've been using to shovel the coal into the stove, the orty. Remember, I did some subdural damage. That 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 coal shovel. It's on the orty. I don't actually coal shovel.
Um,
No, I've just been examining these alcoves in the wall that I've come across.
um, just to any one of the alcoves. You messaged me too, that I've seen them. Yes.
It's a challenge.
Fair.
We can just make it so. There's no reason
yeah,
not
yeah,
to.
yeah. I think they
did have
would.
one more thing I wanted to say before we switch.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Um, where were we? We were talking about the firearms and the dangers of using regular ammunitions and completely lost my train of thought of what I was going to say to you. I won't keep you too long in this encroaching cold. I know you probably I can understand enjoying your own the solace of your own comfort and how you can get used to that in a way. So I don't want to suddenly be right next to you talking to you for extended periods of time about stuff that I find important just to keep your presence, so I do want to mention to you that and maybe this is a sappy way to put it, but just because you're accustomed to being out in the cold doesn't mean that we intended to leave you there. We appreciate you and see you and recognize you as a very capable, very powerful contribution to everyone here. Like, yes, we're all equal, but at the same time, I want to be sure you understand and like we're recognizing how much you bring to this collective team of people who might not have survived as well if certain things were different.
Oh, yes.
So Bryn's going to dust off the cover of the tome that she pulled out and say, Jimmy, there's apparently items hidden within these alcoves. There is physical space behind the darkness.
Church.
Shenanigans?
I'm not going to say religion check here because those are doomed to failure so long as I roll them. However, would I think it more likely that this is just like a library, or would I think that the storage of these items in darkness has religious significance? I can, actually. I don't have proficiency in religion. You do. I just have proficiency in so much other shit that you don't notice most of the time. Sure, here you go. Or I could just roll statistically above average.
That
Computers like me. They enjoy me being around. They give me good numbers when I ask. Mm. Mm. Jimmy, like, he does the thing where he's raising his hand with his finger extended, and he stops, and he raises it a little bit more, and he stops. He's thinking, and he goes, all right, okay, all right. My goddess is dead. I gotta come to grips with this. But I will just let you know that, kind of like last time, these are probably sacred offerings rather than a library. I'm not saying you can't look at them, but, like, heads up. Jimmy is conflicted. Simultaneously, it's not like he was the most devout follower, but he was incredibly superstitious. This is definitely one of those you will be cursed moments. Not even wizard crap. This is the godly crap. I have it on good authority that they invented the wizard shit.
Yeah. Bryn?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best idea, considering that the last time we roamed about, we landed on a trap. What does Wilhelm think? Does Wilhelm think it's a good idea for us to be spreading out and looking around?
Well, Wilhelm would like to do a spirit check. Do I see anything that is I would like to just kneel down and put my hand on the ground and to use how the pronounce that? Psychometry?
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm using true psychometry. So the upgraded version.
Hmm.
Yeah. computer's moving slow. Sorry.
Let's see. Maybe-
Hmm.
That's gonna be a 30.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh. Which check did you say? That will trouble my. Oh, ability. Got it.
Hmm. I will move around slowly, keeping my eyes out. So if I see any spirit or any trace, opening the senses to see anything I might see, and just move around slowly.
Question for you, Church. Jimmy would know this. Hopefully, without making an extra religion check for it, it should have been incredibly common knowledge. What afterlife did await the worshippers of Vol? What did you get after you died? Hmm. Hmm.
Can I ask how the light's working in here?
Very poorly is
I-
the answer.
So my question is, like, if Jimmy has his own light source, does he see darkness and then another aura of light out where we are? Because if the dynamic lighting is working the way it should, that's how I guess it's working. Do you
I've always assumed that's how the lighting system's supposed to work in D&D, yeah.
do you mind if I keep the mind meld that I had going previously, continue it up? Church. Okay. Since we're kind of drifting outside of visibility,
Hmm.
you know. Right.
Yes, and Bryn has no real respect for deities, to be honest. She's going to crack open the book. Yes, at the moment. Interesting, but nothing really worth my time. So she'll mage hand it back into the alcove in which she found it.
I'm approaching the center of the room with an air of spiritual awe. Please do. Oh. Hell yeah.
I would love to ask some questions about the environment, based on the fact that I don't actually need to see it to sense it. What's in here? Like, yeah.
Iconography.
I'm just asking because Genesis doesn't need to see. Yes. I mean, we can start with 30 feet and then maybe go outwards to 60.
Click.
Yes.
Mm.
Alcoves, you say? With stuff, you say?
Yes. You would have easily overheard Jimmy's commenting on them, so you have an idea what they're about.
I think Genesis wants to look around for a bit, and then Istu will head towards the tile.
I suspect a thing will shortly happen with the tile.
Oh,
I
no.
decided to walk forward without checking for traps explicitly because Jimmy would not think to himself who would set a trap in the actual afterlife.
I mean, this is the same setting in which the elves piled their dead bodies around the tree and tried to save it, right?
Wait, they did what?
Man, some shit happened.
No one tell Ass. Cover
You
your
had to
ears,
be
Ass.
there, kinda.
but yeah, I mean, a crucial part of the afterlife. After,
yeah, done.
I mean, you could.
What good's it gonna do you?
Yeah.
Alright, so what happens to me, Church? Nothing yet? Okay, I look down at the floor that's lit up. The glyphs, I will assume, are not in a language that I read. Are they in a language that I recognize? I think I could at least recognize by sight the modern languages of Cairne as per when I lived here. Ah, hell.
Can I investigate? Can I investigate the alcoves? It's like a passive thing in the background. I kind of think we're looking for things that seem interesting or seem relevant. Oh, there's a web. Oh. No.
Always could be.
I guess while everything else is going on, Genesis is kind of in the background, just brushing the shadows away and kind of looking in and grabbing very like cautiously, yeah. All right. Oh, that would be so cool. They look, I love temples where like the living are not allowed to tread, and they're designed for the afterlife, so they're designed for you to already be dead. So there's a bunch of traps built in to make sure the living don't try to touch the sacred holy of holies in the back room, right?
Mhm.
So losing the hand would be cute. uh, hmm. A vortex of darkness. Does that look like anything I've seen before? I know that sounds ridiculous, but I do want to. I kind of want to. I want to think about like the vortex of darkness that was opened when the bone violin was played, and like the vortex of darkness that we see when we look out at the night sky. Like darkness is not all the same, right? Hmm. And this is like Vanta Black, dark, as opposed to the general darkness that's around me. Hmm. Do I get the sense that this will be useful in any way? um. Yeah, not really. I probably have to ask the magic-y people. Can I just do that and keep looking in the background? Okay.
I see Az approaching, and I say, "Hey, big man, maybe watch your step."
Hey, what did you find?
Oh, magic. The usual. Come on over here. Have a look. Maybe circle around that bit. Nah, that's not what I meant.
What? Okay. Oh, oops. Oh,
Ah, so close. All right. Well, we're finding the edges.
I found another one.
Yeah. I'm a little. I've only got one foot on it, and I'm kind of afraid to take that foot back off. I don't know. Maybe you have a look at yours over there. Tell me what you think.
Might this be another puzzle, Jimmy?
Uh, you know, maybe. Vori wasn't quite so much for puzzles as were some of the other gods.
Goddess of mysteries, though, right?
This true. You know what? Let's hope. The alternative is worse. Let's hope it's a puzzle. Come have a look.
Brand will do a steppy.
Don't step it.
She's just walking. She'll come up and observe this glowing tile. Yep.
Donk. He's got a bit of magic on it. Maybe over here. Maybe a little bit over there.
So I will walk around, look at both Jimmy and Az's tile, Tell me about them. Tell me about the symbols that I see. No. Oh yeah, I figured. Identical, you say? Okay. Any symbols I might recognize? Because I would imagine Bryn has at least some, like, if this is relevant, I imagine that Bryn has at least some familiarity with the schools of magic, as her brooch has the abjuration symbol on it, in addition to a closed eye. Okay. Ah.
Mwah.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm not familiar enough with this world's magic.
Yeah, that's fair. So, hey, bud. Yeah. I mean, it could be fine. You know, sometimes the floor just glows. Doesn't have to mean anything, right? I know. Yeah, just between you and me. I'm trying to play it cool, but this is weirding me out a little bit. You know this was the afterlife, right? This is where I was going to wind up. It's not so bad as you go further up, supposedly. Of course, you're not allowed to know what's up there until you get there, part of the whole mysteries thing. Yeah. Well, eventually, either I'm going to step off of this, or Az is going to step all the way onto his, and we're going to learn. He's jumping up and down.
Do you have any idea about these Pohan?
That's for sure.
Can you smell any magic on them? Know anything about what kind of magic? Fair enough.
Yeah, she wasn't exactly kind. That was a different goddess. Well, let's do a little bit of deduction, since we're not making much headway on the magic front. What was this for? This was the afterlife. Is this important? Well, it's in the middle of the room, probably. What do you have that's important regarding the dead? Maybe you're separating the souls and moving them off. Oh, did mine go off? Ah, you're adjusting. I gotcha. So, either this could move us on to a different section of the tower, or it could rip our souls from our bodies.
You know, I think it's been a full day since the last time I've used Legend Lore. Mike, I'd like to use that on these tiles. Legend Lore. Okay, it's from an item. It's not exactly on my spell sheet, so let me grab that. Yeah, standard spell. one in front of Jimmy. Yes.
Mm,
Probably best that we back away from these tiles, Jimmy. The images I've got were of shadows and being dragged down into them.
Oh, this is the judging circle. Oh, okay. As,
Hmm.
do you think you've lived a virtuous life according to the tenets of Volry?
Of course.
Not Shaw, Volry.
Uh, of course. I've played a trick or two.
Okay. Well, you might be all right then.
Have I ever told you my favorite joke?
I don't think you have.
Oh. All right. The perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
The thief, a murderer, and a corrupt guard all walk into my glaive. The end.
That's
That one gets Jimmy.
that's great. Oh my god.
That one gets Jimmy pretty good. He accidentally steps his second foot. It was that good.
Got him.
On. Ah, look what you made me do. Ah, it was worth it. I'm now accidentally on the tile. So yeah, this might be where judgment is passed on you, actually, if that story is anything to go by. Jimmy's racking his brain about the actual tenets of life according to Volry, which were very lackadaisical to begin with, quite frankly. Not a very prescriptivist religion. He thinks he might be in the clear. Doesn't know about Az. He doesn't know that he'd like to be judged at all, really, given he's not quite dead yet. Yeah. There was a period where it may have, set off a little bit faster. Well, he looks across at Az. I really don't know what is going to happen if we try and step back off, but I doubt anybody here can disarm this, given what it is and how long it's been here. I think maybe we ought to just try. What you thinking, big man?
I mean, if you want it disarmed, it's just energy in patterns. Change the patterns and it doesn't do the thing.
Jimmy contemplates for a moment. There's a look of disguised shock on his face at the incredible arrogance of his new traveling companion. Oh yes, I will simply disarm Volry's judgment. I can just do that. And he thinks about it for a second, and he contemplates all of those sort of subtle references to I am going to become a god that Az has been dropping for a while now. And then he looks back at him and says, you know, have a look. Let me know what you think. Give it a good once over. I'm curious.
Alright. Yeah. Let's see what kind of mojo we're dealing with here. I'm gonna try and just like grab the magic of the patterns and just like swirl it around a little bit. Like just to yeah. Like that.
That's a big one. We do approve of the number generated by this.
This one is expensive. No, but I aged for 4 years.
Hmm.
Alright, yeah, I've got those. 30-20.
Very nice. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This one's maybe a do not touch, I think. I'm gonna stop.
Jimmy nodding.
Alright, that's... I'm not sure what it is.
Well,
Mysteries. What I tell you.
Well, given what I learned about it, both of you may want to step off of it.
I think that might trigger it.
Does he actually think that? Ask. Mm-hmm. I see Cinder and Istu, approaching from the other side, and I shout across, "Hey! Az and I are standing in judgment. Do not join us."
Cinder looks over at you and
Don't worry, there's plenty more for the rest of you.
Cinder looks over at you and looks at the tiles and then looks at you and would probably say in like a heavy Australian accent, wasn't gonna do that. So no worries.
Thumbs up.
There's this sort of amorphous cloud hanging on to his plate armor. And you can almost like see dripping.
Neat.
Sort of. Like a gas. It's just like this one is. This one's just like glomming on like a visible, you know.
Yeah. I
Picture like a slime throw up. Like that's what this is.
Yeah. I might be able to pull some stupid nonsense. But then I don't want to do it and leave you here to take the brunt of it. As what do you got in the bag of tricks to get off of this thing? Apart from just a step, yeah.
I can. That's kind of about it. Sometimes I can move quick, but usually that's only to punch things.
Forgive me for a moment, but what is it judging? Like, if this shouldn't be a place of flesh. This should be a place of spirit, right?
In theory, in the old days, you probably shouldn't have been able to make it up here with your mortal coil still attached.
So this should be reacting to your spirit.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like that, though.
Far as I know, that's still where I left it, and I'd rather it stay there. It's all guesswork anyways, so...
If I could create almost a hard spirit and just hold it down with that while you get off.
I'd like find a stone.
Not a stone, but solidified spirit energy.
He would have to use his own, and I am now picturing Wilhelm performing the idol swap, except the thing he's stealing is my immortal soul.
Wait.
Wilhelm would only pull from himself. But perhaps if I create something just to hold it down long enough for you guys to get off.
Couldn't hurt. Well, I mean, it could hurt, actually. It could hurt tremendously. Maybe everybody should step back a little.
I'm willing to try if you are.
He waves his hand magnanimously at the deadly trap/device of divine judgment. Be my guest.
Alrighty.
You hear a far distant, yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah, nah,
Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, nah, yeah, nah.
yeah, nah, yeah, just off into the distance.
I get down on my knees so I'm close to the ground, not touching. As soon as I do this, if you get off, as soon as I say anything or any sign, you try to get off.
You got it.
Friendly reminder, you guys do still have the wind walk spell. And you can change back to...
Oh, we have to transform, though, for it, right?
I'm
Yeah.
just letting you know that it is
Good to know.
possible to
Good to know.
slowly decrease your weight on this tile in a very specific way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's waving his hands at everybody. Yeah, a little further back, folks. Do you want to get sucked into the soul vortex? This is how you get sucked into the soul vortex.
An even more distant, yeah, nah,
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
nah.
yeah, nah, nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
nah,
yeah, nah.
It's just way off. It's like, yeah, nah, yeah. Is that Pohan?
I really hope there's not a second one.
Pohan.
Oh, there's a second one of the tiles, but I mean, he gestures at the big circle.
Ah, second circle. Ooh, interesting. Because I've been
Please don't.
stomping around here for the longest time.
Pohan, stay back here with me.
Everybody
works.
seems very confident that 10 feet is a good minimum safe distance for a divine relic. Remarkable confidence in this.
Balls of steel.
Yeah,
No.
nah, I'm gonna get over it. No.
As this court was adjourned about 200 years ago, they just left the death sentence hanging around. In theory, that's an option. I've yet to see it happen.
As the benevolent, I doubt that.
Purple is also one of those like danger colors.
Mhm.
Wilhelm's like, I issue a legal objection to this.
It's in style.
All right, well, let's
My
ride the
intelligence score
elevator.
says that's not possible.
Alright.
I would like to ride the elevator.
I'm gonna attempt it by pulling from my own soul, my own spirit energy. I'm gonna try to hold down the two tiles without putting my hands. So I'm gonna go, let's say, here. So I'm not on it, but I'm sort of equal distance between the two. And I'm going to try to do that without actually putting any of my body parts, including my hands, over what I believe the line is. Yes. I want this to work. I am going to lose 20 hit points for this.
Bro, do you have that many left?
I do. All right. Yes. Yes. I'm going to try to hold them down with spirit energy, with the assumption that this was designed to weigh spirit. So this plus 20. So that's going to be a 47.
Big 47.
Move.
Hop. Hit me. Hit me, goddamn. I shield Wilhelm from the blast. And they all light up. No.
Holy shit.
I told you about radii.
Oh man, I meant to be 30 feet back, but I wasn't sure if there were blocks and like I was actually oops. And then my voice just disconnected.
Sorry.
Nice. Nice.
Oh! Reroll it! Oh my god! Woo!
Did you say reroll?
We re-rolling that one too, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, you have the dice. Don't
We
forget.
re-rolling the shit out of that one. For the first time in years. Years, I tell you.
22,
I didn't know it was possible.
Maybe.
Saving throws, man. You can't pull the
Wilhelm?
road bullshit on them.
Please re-roll that 4. Please. Jeez.
Do we have any left?
Yeah, you definitely. Oh my god, I'm keeping that on you for
I-
sure.
The thing is, it's only a +3 for Wilhelm. So the likelihood of me making it no matter
Oh my god,
what
will you
is
please, for
not
the love
good.
of God, don't do
Four
this
is
to me!
guaranteed
Don't do
not
this to
making
me!
it.
Don't do this to me, please, please
21.
re-roll it,
21
please,
might.
please, I just...
I re-rolled 21.
21 literally could. 4 does
That
not.
might.
It might, I don't know.
I rolled it. Okay, 21.
Oh, how does it do with an advantage? Well, all I did was cook this dexterity. Why does it have that? I don't know why my
Oh, it's just messing with you.
See, that was my first roll, and then I re-rolled the second. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, right.
I see a 19.
Yeah, why does it have two
I
though?
see a 19 plus 5.
Yeah, there's a third.
But
Oh.
that's the wrong roll. Yeah, I mean that's the extra. I wasn't sure if it was
Okay.
the right button because it kept saying like 2 sides and everybody else's is 1.
Do you have
Hmm.
disadvantage, normal, and advantage at the top of your character sheet?
Uh, I see. Oh, I see where it says advantage normal.
Yeah, make sure you have normal clicked.
Oh, that's okay. That's
Mhm.
Yeah, for
so
future rolls.
Should I roll a 10th time?
No, you're good. Just
I'll tease it.
for some future notes.
May or may not be good.
See, Wilhelm? See?
Oh.
Jesus.
I'm about to say make
No,
another
no, that's
save.
okay. We don't have to do that part.
I mean, we could not do the damage. How about we don't
Wait.
die? Hmm?
Wait, hold on a moment. I am indomitable. So I can re-roll a saving throw that I fell. I think I shall.
That's probably for the best, yeah.
I mean, you could take that third one you rolled, because that'll make it right there.
Okay, I'll take my third one.
Good.
Woo! Thank
Uki says, wait a minute, I'm built different.
Let's
you.
freaking
When you
go!
say that I have to resist, I'm like, wait, I'm indomitable. And yes, that's 4 syllables, and I can't say it, but I know it means a lot for me.
Did you
I'm
think that
different.
conversation about how she was built different earlier was just for decoration? She
No.
built different.
Factual.
I'm
Fact.
different. Yeah, I'm different.
All right.
No half for making the save?
That was half.
Oh, wow.
Again.
Wilhelm's down.
God damn
Now,
it.
I did say
Oh!
something regards to
You
Wilhelm
did.
before this happens. Church. Is it possible for me to take any of the blow for Wilhelm? Since I did say I was going to do that. Yeah, that'd be a good start.
Is this where I hurt your feelings, Church, and tell you that those 20 hit points would have kept me up?
No! Oh, no, 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 no. Can we...
Oh, jeez.
With
like
the
I was
reed.
just saying!
With the reed.
Oh my god. I literally was just like giving ambient chatter.
Oh, this is one of those filters. This filter says, "Are you living? Not for long."
It's the equivalent of a CAPTCHA for living.
Yeah. I don't know if you folks are just joining us. Welcome to another game of Am I Psychic? Are we
Yeah.
sure? Are we sure that I'm
Are we
not?
sure?
Are we sure?
Not just the character, but
But the player,
maybe.
yeah, I'm reading the room,
maybe.
and this says living, not living.
I catch Wilhelm and begin to carry him away.
That would have kept him up. Can we take a? Let's take a break. Let's take a break. This is too much for me.
Well, my
20
movement
hit
rate is
points.
actually
He
still
would have
really
been
fast.
up.
Now that I mention it.
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotcha. I can still get him out of that in one round.
I'll help. I'll grab a two. You grab a shoulder, I'll grab the other one.
At this
Just,
point,
like,
Wilhelm
drag
has
him.
actually put like straps on him to carry him easier.
He's
Oh, you've
wearing a carry case.
You've just got like a carry handle on the back of your shoulder, like
just
between your shoulder
exactly where they
blades?
would be for a stretcher.
Easy, and just one hand it,
Oh,
or just
no.
pick him up and. I've got a Wilhelm
Yeah.
there.
I think so. Yeah, if it's that radius you marked. Then yeah. Wilhelm's out of that.
Alright. I don't remember Volry being so. eh, I don't know. What's the word?
Genesis turns
for it?
around from
Gauche?
the alcoves to see the tendrils and is like, "Oh my god, what?"
Jimmy collapses onto the ground in a sit next to Wilhelm. He says, You might not have been paying much attention. What is something that Winter and the Road have in common? It's a riddle for you.
Oh my god.
He's thinking about it.
Wait. What? Shoot.
Jimmy's fishing in his bag while he thinks. Yo, did you say 36 hit points permanent? Okay.
I was I was asking about the aging, like if it's permanent or could be reversed, just out of curiosity. Yeah.
There is now, at long last, a streak of gray in Jimmy's brown hair.
And that brings Saoirse up to age 31, which by the Shawnakesian life cycle, she probably started her period.
Man, you made them live too long. Yeah. You made those Shawnakesians live too long, bro. Anyway, I fish in my pack. I have spent all of the fancy healing potions, but you know what I have? Do you remember a certain bazaar
Ooh.
in a town that we are now a lot closer to than we spent a lot of time for the last couple years?
Ooh.
Yes.
That hoax. Oh
The-
my god.
Do healing potions have an expiration date on them? Let's get 1d4 plus whatever into this man so he stops dying.
You're not allowed to die. Stop it.
This is the 1986 Chateau Lafite of healing
Mm.
potions. This is aged to perfection.
Mm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
It really was.
Mm.
All right. Wilhelm, get your points of healing. I think it's 8 for a basic healing potion. Big braining it.
Mm.
I'm not. I almost died again.
You gotta stop doing that.
You're sitting on the ground. Jimmy's got your head a little bit elevated. You taste something deliciously like wine. He says, "Yep, occupational hazard. I'm glad that worked." He's got a couple more sitting there. He says, they're yours if you want them. They're a little old. They're vintage.
Hold on to them for now. If I feel weird if I'm too healthy.
Man, we got to get you out of here. This is not a good lifestyle.
That's alright. I just figure eventually, if I die, I just become a spirit and interact that way. At
Yeah,
least
we got to get you out of here, man. This is the you're walking from afterlife to afterlife here. That is not a good mentality to have in this region.
We will see. Like I said, as long as it's for the greater good. I mean, I was willing to walk into that flame. Here, it wouldn't end up with eternal torture. Thank you, though. I appreciate this.
Man, they're breeding them different in the Becklands these days. I don't know. All right, get up on your feet. Come on.
How is everyone else?
Oh, they're good. They're good. Feel like shit. But, you know, we lived. I got better.
I feel like I aged some years, but other than that, I'm fine. And Saoirse is over in the corner, like, blushing bright red. She's embarrassed.
Oh, yeah, my knees hurt now. Oh, that's terrible. Does that not even affect him since he can't age naturally?
Wait, is Pohan looking at Saoirse like what's wrong?
He's already older than all of us by no small amount, I'm sure.
You spontaneously
Yeah.
have an Australian in your face. Like, what happened to you?
Thumb over the shoulder at the writhing mass of tentacles.
Yeah, nah.
Unliving only, I guess. Moon's haunted. Moon is very haunted. More haunted than any moon has ever been before.
Yeah.
Checks
Saoirse,
out.
Saoirse might look a little closer to an adult Shaunakesian. Bryn might have a new wrinkle or two.
Well, whatever that purple cloud is gross.
Yeah, don't touch it. Don't get too close. Let's ignore it for now.
Why'd you go right for the middle, Jimmy? What led you to go right for the center of this undead temple thing?
He thinks for a second. He says, it's almost embarrassing, but he gestures around himself. You know this was heaven once, right?
This?
This was the eternal reward. This is where I was going if I died.
And you thought being living, that was the spot for you to stand?
For a little bit there, the thinking stopped and the spiritual awe took over. I don't know, I guess some of the juice might still be left in the place. My feet were just kind of leading me on.
Cinder gives you kind of a knowing nod, like, yeah, fair enough. You know,
Yeah.
if I were in the temple of my patron, I probably would have done the same.
You know how it is.
Yeah. Sometimes the affinity for adventure and exploration just gets you, and you're like, oh man, I would love to see more of this. And before you know it, you're in the middle.
Yep. But you know what? I think we can safely assume that path is for the dead only. Let's see if we can't find one that might work for the living.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
Should be some stairs over there.
You just find some stairs. We try and use the fancy portal, almost die. You just find some stairs. We've got the little fire exit
Cinder moves
sign
back
on them.
over to the other S2.
Yeah, let's make a circuit of the periphery here. Church.
Man, Wilhelm's really a young jeez.
Yeah, Wilhelm's the youngest. He's right out of school.
Searching for traps as we go now that the spiritual awe has worn off a little. Alright. This is the same, even making a complete loop. Including that. I rack my memory as immediately leaps into action. I rack my memory. What is below the Tower of Heaven? Hell?
Wait, that goes down?
I make a quick finishing of the loop, you know. I'll move the token a couple times just to indicate, but yeah. No. I don't want to go down. I look back. Shadows. I look at the stairs. My face is in my palm.
Bryn puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "Looks like that's our only way down, darling."
I'm just running up and down the first, 10 steps. Running back up and running down and running up 10 steps. Just, it's leg day. I'm getting started.
Az is fine. Az ages 4 years every time this man makes breakfast.
Yeah, basically. I mean, what's another 4 years to... there's no upper
He
limit.
just keeps pressing the button.
Well, that'd be nice. Spring gets a little chilly too, but not quite like winter.
This is the true
This is the real shit.
nonsense.
But
All right. Okay.
winter thaws before spring.
I really don't want to do this, so I'm going to call for opinions.
Union break.
I was doing that in character, but I also agree to union break.
Yeah, I think we're
agree
gonna
with
have
this
to
too.
go down eventually, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
As
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep. Shadows, shadows.
Are we going
shadows.
down or are we going down? Hmm?
Down, down. All right. Yeah. Tea time.
Yeah.
spooky staircase.
Probably stairs. There's nothing else we can do.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
probably stairs. We
Stairs.
decided that the elevator is undesirable at this time.
The elevator!
Loving the hell
It's a choice. You can approach it, die, and then have your spirit transported. That's an option.
Let's go.
Yes,
Yes.
this new one is very fancy.
It's trying. And it's trying. Lady. Still loading.
Bryn takes in one big, long, sustained sniff, a deep breath in, and says, I like the atmosphere of this place.
Now this is a temple. It's how they used to do it. It hasn't even been like
Right?
Oh.
So you're just curious about them. Tell me how they look.
Lay down.
Okay, so it's not really like proper scenes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool beans.
What's odd over here?
Yeah, they got this whole thing going.
What do I see?
something odd. It's totally normal.
Huh.
Bryn's curious.
No, nothing happened. I do not step in the center of this room. I do look at it, though.
So, what do I see here? Right, yes. Here. Here and here, there's ravens too on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about this glow back here.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Hmm.
Eternally burning incense can be a thing. Like, I mean, continuous flame is a thing in D&D.
There's torches everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
fine, don't worry
magic.
about it.
I ain't gotta explain shit.
Hmm. So, in your description previously of this space, you said it was quiet here? I would assume that's not something that Genesis has seen very often, so we're just kind of gonna take in the energy and enjoy the peace for once and go over to the west to see what's going on with this fire over here. Okay. Nah. We won't do that today. I'm just looking around.
I'll look around for an unlit incense bundle. They're all lit. There's none. Yeah, I'd kind of like to look around, see if I can find some incense that are unlit to add to the pile.
Hmm.
Ah, shit, here we go again.
Brenton would like to search. Hmm.
The temple shifts as well, then. Interesting.
Some sort of spatial anomaly going on in here.
That shouldn't be too surprising, considering that the maze to get here shifted as well.
So
But you
literal
said it got
minded.
colder in here?
Jimmy,
Without
we
the
may actually be
flames?
going up.
Is it going up relative to the number of fires that are lit in this space? Or is it... Yeah, let's go. I want mine in whispers, please. Ooh, that one especially.
You can say mine out loud. Nice.
Did I find some incense? Well, that's just too beautiful. I can't take that. I'm as temple. You don't take anything. You only leave things. I'm just trying to move some incense around.
Thank you.
Return to sender, destination unknown.
You can tell me out loud. Intriguing.
Rolled literally the exact same number as Bryn. Mm.
Well, yet.
Susha will set the herbs back.
I would like to search as well, but I don't want to search the alcove. The vegetation. Yes, I want to see if there's anything I can gain from them, perhaps taking some of them.
My man, that is 100% all Nightshade.
Quite probably.
It's true.
Nature. Alright. There we go. 28.
Beautiful.
Are they any particular limitation on what I'm creating? Cool. Okay.
Nice, nice, nice. I'm considering doing something stupid, but in character. I know it's a powerful relic. I know it's a powerful relic. But is there a more appropriate location for the last tier of Volry than underneath her Raven's watchful eye? He's thinking very strongly about this. He's thinking upon whether this is religiously appropriate.
That would probably be a very appropriate blessing or offering to the... That's it.
Do I want to do it? I don't know. Would Jimmy do it? Almost certainly. He approaches. He checks for traps on the flagstones as he approaches. He is capable of learning, even if he's a little, you know. You got it. Easy every time. Mm. Of course. This is anti-rogue technology 101 right here. Yeah, I take the pilgrim's path. You know, I remember that, you know, if you were Roman, Jesus starts with an I, actually. Yep. So I get up as close as I can get, and I gauge the distance to the plinth. How far are we looking? Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Since I'm not trying to take the raven, but to deposit something much smaller, I should be very easily able to simply balance it on the tip of my sword. I think I'll use the stalwart wall for this and not black jammers. I think black jammer would be a little inappropriate for this moment. Yeah. Yeah, I do this and I gently deposit the tear before the raven.
Offer your sword while you're at it.
No, you do that after. You do that after.
Well, I mean,
There's an order to these things. Enshrine the relic, offer your service.
that's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you just do?
The appropriate thing.
Okay. I move over
I am
here
approaching.
to the east and take
Hi.
precautionary measures.
Play Dr. Mask.
He's thinking.
Yeah, we're gonna cover the nose and mouth over here, trying to avoid breathing that mist in if it gets over here.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Dookie quickly puts the earrings back in the place where she found them. No, I didn't want to.
I take the appropriate distance, whatever that might be. Hmm. I do have divine sense. Hmm. Hmm. Well, ma'am, it's been a long road and a hard one. Seemed inappropriate to leave what was left of you outside. Well, it's a bit of a story. I heard, and not exactly from an uncredible source, that you didn't make it. You just hand it off to somebody else.
Saoirse will step forward, kneel, and say with her head bowed in reverence, "We are here to follow the Bodhi Somnambulist prophecy, the fourth leg of it. Our journey is led here."
Well,
Yes.
he sent them.
I do not. I think I do. We were, yes. Saoirse will repeat back every word of the somnambulist prophecy that she has. The one uttered in the tavern all the way to the one that was mentioned to the Sigil crew, because Bryn would have, like, told that to Saoirse.
Mm.
Those are new words. I don't think you ever told, like, we actually haven't heard that.
Yeah, the one who was trapped in the orb of darkness being, slowly pried out of immortality.
Was it? I thought that was the one about the artist painting a picture. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I do not have the lyrics in front. Sad Keening, here we go.
Is there something visibly out of place in her written copy in the air? Master Miss is dropped. Yes.
Sorry.
Mm.
I would actually love to see that again, if you don't mind. And what was the question? Not that I'm gonna answer it, but you know.
One of those situations where speaking Shanakesian properly might actually be quite helpful.
Does it have to be said? It was said by a Shanakesian in Shanakesian, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Saoirse would have repeated it in common for everyone. Or common in air quotes, because that's not really gonna be a thing going forward, but yeah. Everyone can understand it. Out of character, the only thing that, like, seems out of place to me, given the tone of everything, is destroy the shadows. Yeah, Saoirse will say that.
Hmm. Yes. I was looking at the capitalization. Oh shit. God damn, but gotta read. Hmm. Mhm. Mhm. Hand over my heart. My lady, I will stay on the road. Jimmy continues to face the center of the room away from the party for a while. Wow.
What? Why would he?
Imagine. Imagine not getting in a fight. Oh my
What?
god.
Why would I hit my auntie?
Oh,
Yeah, he's got a good point
bless
there.
him.
It's like strictly against the rules.
Nice.
They're very strict about this. Yeah. They take it seriously.
Nice.
If anything, I should ask for permission to succeed them.
I feel like I'm never gonna figure this out. So, Genesis is considering the anagram, and then her mind sort of just swerves back to mysteries or things that are out in the open for the interpretation to be understood, and thinks back about the alcoves here and why they're here. Like, this temple could so easily keep everything that's stored in it in a specific place, but it chooses to put it throughout this place for some reason. And we go back to investigating. Which may be boring. I mean, I don't know if I'm on the wrong track with this, but I just keep thinking about these alcoves and why are they here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I must have missed that because I disconnected, sorry.
It happens. It was a while ago. It was actually shortly after we walked in. But Jimmy's working here, based on his religion check, based on his familiarity with the tenets of his faith, is essentially the secrets of the dead. These are the final relics left behind by the worshippers of Volri as they go to ascend, basically. So they are sacred in the very traditional sense of the word, where when you offer something to a god, it becomes their property, it becomes sacred. But they are not necessarily interesting or valuable to us any more than any random person's secrets would be interesting or valuable to you. Yeah. They carry great significance to a religion that is entirely dead now and that you never worshipped. Mm-hmm. Jimmy continues to face away.
I'm still pondering this poem. So, what you posted in chat after the original sad keening, like that's the anagram? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it word for word or letter for letter? That's what I thought. That makes more sense. I was trying to match the damn thing with the words, and I said, this can't possibly be. There's something here. But damn, the whole thing in letters? My God. Respect. The magic of divinity was slowly being pried away. We could see this. Always tasks.
To
Always
find
tasks.
her.
We will know who, and we will know when we find.
Find her and return her to Volry, or I'll just
Nothing
find her?
further was specified.
Well, Bryn will finally speak up. Shall we move forward?
Isn't that the same staircase we came down? How is it going? Oh, okay. They both go down? That's weird. Which down should we use?
I say the one that we did not come from. Jimmy.
Jimmy turns around, and he has a very small smile on his face. You can't see his teeth, but there's also just tears running directly down his cheeks and dripping onto his Eva suit.
Bryn will, give a small, soft smile back in return and say, "Are you ready to move forward?"
Looks back at the center of the room for a second. What else is there to do?
Believe her avatar has given us a task.
Just one more for the pile. Well. A little strange to be on the road when the road is ended.
I don't think our road is quite finished yet.
He shakes his head a little bit. No. She was the road. It means something a little different when you sleep on the streets, I guess. Oh, hey, big man, where'd you get to?
What? Oh, there's a staircase over here.
Oh, yeah, we're probably going to need that. Did you ever work out the riddle?
The riddle?
How are winter and the road the same?
Oh. No. They both go on and on, I guess.
They're just as likely to kill you as bring you together with others.
What is the... Oh, I think I get it. Because you use your roads to get places, right?
Now you're thinking.
Sorry, we don't really use them.
Yeah, you didn't need them.
So it's difficult for me to conceptualize your purpose for laying down these things you call roads.
Well, I mean, there's the actual roads, the Becht would put them places. And
So when you say
made of
road,
stone.
you also mean like path or
the way.
like route or like
Your life. Assuming your life takes you places. The sort of people whose lives keeps them still, they didn't get along with Volry very well.
your common language has so many uses for words.
They like to get inventive with them. That was.
That's so lazy. But I suppose you don't have the time for proper language.
That snaps Jimmy out of it a little bit. He laughs again.
No kidding.
I gotta say this to you because I think you're the only person here left that's really gonna get it. There were some problems with the old ways, but we can't let the angler and these other fuckers replace that.
I second that.
Yeah.
You know, I put my glaive through one of them. It didn't really seem to stick.
We'll work something out.
I would very much like to not do that quite yet.
What you doing?
I want to keep looking in this alcove over here while they're talking. Oh boy. Can't pass up a chance to lose a hand, right? They could. Oh no! And a 2. Bad rolls all around. Let's go. I would very much like them, yes, before we move along. Mysteries.
You will eventually stumble across the one person whose dying secret was a miniature guillotine.
Was for the end of the cigars.
It's divine now. It comes with +1 damage.
We're gonna join everybody else down here. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Determine an area of effect. I mean. No, why would it? Oh my god.
What? You mean a baseball?
Yeah. Oh. A chance to
Let's
dribble it like an
play
airless basketball.
baseball. You guys have that where you come from?
Baseball?
Yes.
Baseball's been very, very good to me.
You know,
What-
you throw
what
a
is
ball and
this?
you hit it with a stick.
Ooh.
Do you mean pickleball?
I mean,
Did you mean pickleball?
Please
Is
do
that
not
what
try
you
to make
call
it
it?
canon that Cairne does not have baseball but does have pickleball.
For real.
Look at all these books. No.
Whack a
Oh,
mole.
come on, come on.
Oh,
Let's think about this
whack-a-mole?
carefully. Let's think about this carefully.
Baseball.
You know with complete certainty that dwarves play rugby. Yes. There is no question about this.
I see books.
Lots of them.
Books. That we were going down. What?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Brent's gonna start looking at the books.
Hmm.
Wonder what that's about.
Cinder grows tired of Istu asking him, "What does this word say? What does that word say?" And Boss goes, "Hey, you read that." Yeah.
Oh, I'm going down to have myself a sit down. I noticed there was a chair in front of it. I will coincidentally look at the table while I'm sitting in the chair. Give him an idle turn. Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at the title. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Yeah, such is life. I don't see it if I do. Nope. It did get rid of the light aura, though. No, I can't see it now. Hey, there we go. Hmm. Love to see that. Con save, you say? Okay. Is there any particular type to this effect? Is it psychic? Is it arcane? Or what have you? Curse effect.
Also, have a bardic inspiration.
Yay.
Because Bryn's gonna see this and, like, react. Roll d12.
26. Did 26 fail? Was that passing? Okay, just checking. Alright. Perfectly reasonable. Sure. Suboptimal. Okay, my movement speed is down. I have an important question for you. This is applied to me rather than being a thing that's happening in a radius of the book. Okay.
I'd rather not unravel today, so kindly keep your distance, sir.
I say loudly, ah, hell. Curses, curses, curses. What do you do about curses?
You ask the person who cursed you to undo it.
I've got magic to remove curses, Jimmy, but I can't say whether that magic will work here.
Well, take a shot quick before I try something dumb.
We hear the sound of flesh tearing? Do we hear the requisite accompanying screams of a living being being ripped apart?
21 hit points is enough that you make a noise, yeah.
I have a
so.
passing curiosity as to the books that I found while looking at this shelf this whole time, but I run towards the both of us, or all three of us, will run towards the stairs and kind of like look down and see what this purple aura around Jimmy is doing. What?
Guys,
Can
How
we
many
make him try
times
to like
have
push the chair, like push, get him out of there? I
How
don't.
many times do I have to remind you guys? You
How do
look
we?
with your eyes, not with your hands.
I did look with my eyes.
Can we reach in and grab him and pull him out? Is this effect around him? Like,
You're about to find out.
Yeah, because Bryn's running up with a spell.
Wilhelm's. Oh. Go ahead.
I'm good.
Wilhelm was at the bottom of the stairs, so he's moving over.
Yes.
I don't.
I'm
know what-
sure it is.
I don't know
Con
what-
save, you say.
The
I
Greater
don't wanna go down
Restoration's
there.
not going to go off first.
Very rapid.
I
We
don't
we
know.
taken.
Take
I
another
don't-
inspiration.
I don't know what else to do.
That's
Hey!
a smooth 30.
Oh, that's good.
You about to roll another 6d10. Yeah, that's fine.
Greater Restoration!
Oh,
I need those.
So
It removes a curse!
I would love to try to see what I can do in terms of just mentally grabbing him and pulling him up here, since nothing else seems to work. If that would, yeah, Genesis just grabs him
know,
and pulls him
Hold
out
hold
of that.
on.
Wait,
we can't wait any longer. I'm doing it.
Hey, I'm casting Regenerate here after I noticed that Greater Restoration doesn't work.
Hold that.
Yeah, I'm just
hold
gonna
that.
grab him. I don't know what this aura is down here, but I'm not really feeling too good about it. So we're just gonna yeet, yoink.
Well, Bryn has to touch him.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it landed on him, and then it's just continuing to grab. Now that he's still in the near field of it. Okay. So if we get him out of that, we can work on helping him to not continue to unravel.
The aura
Is that
appears to be attached to me. It has obviously followed me as I have leapt back from the chair I was sitting in.
So grabbing him wouldn't do anything. Okay. Oh my god.
Regenerate, regenerate, regenerate. What does it do? I cast it.
Is
It'll-
there
He'll probably make me roll again before it goes off.
Is there I have all sorts of abilities to hold change matter, and is there a keep yourself together type of ability that maybe that would be a good use of the skill that I have, you know?
That pace it. Let's do this in an
All right.
organized
You know
way.
what? We'll just do this the
Initiative?
fun way. I'm gonna cut your arm off, Jimmy.
Oh my god!
My man, the curse is on me, not
Yeah.
my arm.
I
Well, no,
don't
we'll
think
just.
that's gonna help us.
Oh man, you guys make this fun.
I don't know what else to do.
Alright.
It's on you. I've
Church,
what did
Church,
you
can
touch?
I ask you some questions real fast?
Okay, this is just driving me barmy.
So, am I taking one tick of this around in a formal sense? Okay. So, am I right to assume that, everybody can try a thing, and then maybe I can try a thing, and then I'm taking another tick of this? Alright, that was my particular curiosity here. I appreciate that. I am open to people's attempts at things apart from as attempting to cut off my arm. Seeing as I didn't touch it, I doubt it's actually related to the arm. It's just that's what started.
Well, yeah, so you cut off the infected bit and then let your girlfriend build a new one with her fancy magic. It's just a hand.
All right, so as his opinion is cut off my arm, this opinion has been noted. Master Mist, do you want to have any of your characters do anything now that you know the aura is attached to Jimmy?
Yes.
Okay, what do you got?
So I have a chronomancer, technically 2,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a mentalist who is now level 20. I can do anything I want to do.
The world is your oyster. We are putty in your hands.
So I respectfully submit to the DM that if I can think of a way to do it, I should be able to try. So the curse is moving with him. This aura is not causing this. The curse is causing it. Okay. So as far as because I saw him stand up and move, but he's other people in this aura and they're not being impacted. So I could put 2 and 2 together and to get 4 and determine that that's what's causing him to suffer in this way, and I can kind of this is just the movement of energy, and I want to reverse that actively. Put the spirals back where they were. I'm not a medic or anything, but at least he's not losing limbs. I don't know what else to do. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't know what else to do. Can I grab whatever this curse is? My abilities aren't physical. I want to find what's doing this and delete it. I'll look. I will look with all my heart and soul to look. That's an ability? Genesis? Because this dude's kind of out of depth for this. Oh, well, yeah, we'll have the person who might know more do that, for sure. Okay. Let's make sure we have the chat on the right name this time. Arcana. I'm not too good at this, but we'll see. Did it go? Please. Okay. That's.
Curse.
This dude's flipping through a tome and just like, oh my god. Okay, what do I have that would... Here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's me, sorry.
You definitely forgot about me. So you haven't said anything. Okay.
He rules that greater restoration took place this round, and regenerate will have to take place next round after my next damage roll.
Alright.
I would like to do something since I'm right there. I want to get close and starting towards the shoulder. Wilhelm doesn't know the curse part, so he's going to deal with it as he would try to do anything else. sanitization and wrapping. Like it's something that's basically he's clearing the skin and wrapping the skin. So if it's something that the curses contact, he's trying to get it off / keep it from affecting his arms, and he's just going to work from the shoulder down.
True professional.
And if nothing else, your wounds are now sanitized and cleaned and wrapped.
The finest care Cairne can provide. I'd like to make an action myself if I'm capable of one. I have various senses. If it is a divine curse... let me check if I've got anything. It's probably not an eldritch or a aberrant energy. If it's arcane, it's probably just like a very potent spell, right? Well, I know I was looking at the book. I know exactly what I was doing at the time. May as well look at that thing some more, huh? It's already killing me.
Well, you still got a hand to flip pages.
Not super well. I don't think I have tongues applied, so right now. I hold it up to Bryn. I say, well, I don't do that actually.
No, shit,
I think about that for a second. I say, wait, shit. No, that's not going to help.
You'll put the curse on your girlfriend.
Yep. Shit. Ah. That would have been so funny. It would have been remarkably funny. Jimmy doesn't really know as much about curses, is the trick. So he's currently contemplating either destroying it or popping into the Nexus Void and leaving it there. In the hopes that... Well, some of them. Ah, shit. Well, I could still get into the Nexus Void pretty easy. This is obviously an incredibly dire moment, so I might just be doing that to see if I can do that. I gotta do something. No, because if I do that, it makes me unavailable as a result of how my ability works, and I can obviously see that Bryn is casting a spell. I'm gonna tank one more. You know what? No. No, that one passes, actually.
Nice.
Not even that bad. Yeah, this is the worst. Hate this. Okay. Nice. Nice, that's a bit more living.
But the curse is still on him.
I now imagine that I'm continuously unraveling and re-knitting.
Okay, I'm going to just pop this in chat because that's the last thing I'm going to try. It's Wish.
That's a big.
So, next round.
You still don't want me to cut your arms off? It might slow it down.
I hold up the other stump.
All right, but if it gets past your elbow, I can't once it gets past your shoulder, so choice is yours.
Run out of options there.
Choice is yours. Wilhelm, you might have to make that decision for him.
As I've got one more thing I want to try.
Okay. So, Az is still on the arms idea. Any other ideas?
What?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I need a bit more time. Sorry, I should have said that too.
Do I know what book he was looking at? You picked it up again, so start looking at it, right?
Yep, it is currently tucked in between my arm and torso. For lack of better options.
If I would like to, wearing gloves, and I've been working treating, I'm going to grab the book and burn it. Yes, I'm going to try to destroy it if Jimmy will let me take it.
It's gonna take you probably a little while to light a book on fire and for it to burn. And you might have to look at it while doing that. So Jimmy is gonna go like, it'll get you too.
I think I'm okay. And you see him start pulling out a Bunsen burner.
No,
I got gas.
If we still had Draken and he could hit it with the fireball, Jimmy just chuck it up in the air and we'd see if this thing gets the job done.
If that's your concern, acid.
It might have an
Oh, you
arcane
can-
ward on it. You might want to take it far away from here.
That's the plan. Alright, so Master Mist, if you've got something you want to go for, now's your opportunity. Since Jimmy has not allowed Wilhelm to take the book since he plans to dispose of it in a different manner.
Yes. I would like to try something. So, as far as I know, healing magic doesn't work, so I'm not going to try that.
I am G or W. G, because Zerl's a G. Roll me 50 pounds.
Uki, we can definitely hear your audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not my soundboard, contrary to popular opinion. It would have been funny if it was, but yeah. So for the Istru Genesis Cinder turn, so noting that this is a curse, a very high level one, the spell remove curse is 3rd level abjuration, known both to paladins and to wizards. So I would love to see if it's possible to have Cinder and Istru work together to remove this curse, knowing what it is and knowing that we should be capable of learning that as sort of a Hail Mary. Neither of them do. This is bad time for it. We have like protection from energy and stuff like that, but we don't have the specific remove curse spell, which
Also, I'm just gonna say this, if Greater Restoration didn't work, then Remove Curse definitely will not.
So I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I do just want to ask the DM about that. So neither of them have the spell. So if they have to have it, then that's understandable. But I'm trying to ascend, as it were. And if that's not allowed, that's okay. Hmm. Yeah, I think Genesis will be a good choice to try for this. I don't know what else to do at this point. I mean, we're Can Istu help Genesis? Is this a crossover? I mean, so do I. Let's go. So what am I doing here? Probably the wizard, because the psychic is more squishy. Istu has seen Genesis go down a couple times. It's just like, you know what? Let me handle this part. Mhm. Okay. I would love to just not take that 14.
Youch.
Yikes! Okay,
That
we'll
hurts.
stick with I feel like I'm not gonna do better if I try a third time.
Yeah, statistically,
Oh.
you will do better.
Oh, I do have one more. Oh my goodness. Actually, come to think of it, I might have a fourth.
It's so nice being level 20, isn't it?
22 is pretty good.
That's
22's
better.
Pretty good. I feel
better.
like that's above average.
Yep.
No. I'll stick with the 22, thanks. That's probably not high enough, but I think it's about as high as I'm gonna go, so. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. At least there's that, Alright.
I'm dumping this fucking book in the void. Would that go off this round or next round? I suppose it's less consequential if I'm not making the damage roll.
Next round.
It does. And dumping the book in the void may or may not be effective. He has no idea how that would work. I don't know what does Bryn indicate she wants to do?
I think I can remove this with a wish, Jimmy.
He closes his eyes. He says, "Go for it."
All right. Is it the start of the next round? We're wishing, and we're wishing for this curse to be removed from Jimmy.
No, I forgot we do church style wishes here. Yeah, we call those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw in regenerating my hands.
You can undo a single recent event, but I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know.
Yeah. I wish for this curse to no longer affect Jimmy.
My hands.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll probably
Yes.
bring back my hands eventually.
Yeah, that's the entire thing. And I say this curse, as in the curse that's affecting Jimmy right now. Woo!
Without looking at it, I put the book is back on the table.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. The 33.
The 1 in 3.
Come on, baby. Woo!
Dodged. As a vicious spell, brother. Curse is foiled again. I just wanted a chair. Alright, so Jimmy is lying on the ground as his hands slowly knit back together.
Bryn is on her hands and knees, just panting and sweating really hard. Breathing hard.
Good work.
You're so lucky you get a new set that doesn't crackle and kringle.
He calls out very
a
weakly.
brand new, non-arthritic set of hands. It's just what you need for your midlife crisis.
Do not look at any of the books.
Istu and Genesis look at each other,
can't read this
holding a
language
tome in
anyway.
each hand, like, huh? We've been up here this whole time with the books we pulled off the shelf before you started screaming.
I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have to get up in like 6 hours.
Same, actually.
It's 12:30.
Mm-hmm. All you have to do is
Legends true.
survive a particularly powerful curse.
Mhm.
Yeah. So. Mhm.
Yeah.
Hell of a session.
Yep. Yeah. Good night,
Ooh.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Night all.